If you take anything from this video, it is to define your goals at the start. Here's what I mean by that. Hey everyone, my name is Sylvia and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I make a lot of videos about freelancing and social media, so if that's something you're into, don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on my next one. Today I'm coming at you to talk about what I wish I knew before I started as a freelance social media manager. I actually did a video about this in the past, I'll link it down below. So consider this a part 2, okay? This is also the third video in my Business 2021 playlist. I'll have it also linked down below. And as a reminder, I'm doing every single Friday here on YouTube and every other day of the week on Instagram stories. And without further ado, let's get on to today's topic. So the first thing I wish I knew before I started as a freelance social media manager is that you don't need to know everything. You don't need to offer every service as a social media manager. For example, I don't really do ads. I usually partner with other people to do that if my clients want to. And you certainly don't need to, especially when you're starting out. You don't need to put pressure on yourself to offer strategy and content creation and audits and every single thing under the sun if that's not in your wheelhouse. And if that's not in your interest also, because you gotta do what you like to do. And something else, you also don't need to know every single platform. Like, you don't need to specialize on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Pick what you do best and start offering that as a service. And if down the line you want to keep adding things to it, do that. Or start broad and start niching down, that's also a possibility. And for example, like just off the top of my head, an Instagram ads specialist is a more than okay niche. So you don't need to offer ads for Instagram, Google, Facebook, whatever else. You can focus on what you do best and what you enjoy to do and just offer that service. Now, similar to the first one, you'll never know everything. Like with social media, things change all the time. I don't know if you noticed this, but they keep adding new platforms, they keep adding new tools on each platform. And it's crazy. Like, you can't possibly keep up to date with every single thing on every single platform, so don't put pressure on yourself to do that. Yes, keep up to date as much as you can, listen to podcasts, read blog posts and everything like that, and take courses, but don't put pressure on yourself to know everything because you'll go crazy. And this is actually a benefit from niching down. Like I said in the example before, if you just focus on offering Instagram ads to your clients, you won't need to keep in touch with like LinkedIn and Twitter organic posting, for example. So do me a favor and do yourself a favor and don't wait until you know everything to start, because trust me, you'll never feel like you know everything. And if you do know everything today, tomorrow things are going to change and you won't start because of that. I've been working with social media for like over 5 years now, and I just literally finished a course all about social media management, and I learned a crap ton of things and I still got room to learn. So don't put that pressure on yourself. It's unrealistic, let's be honest. And if you take anything from this video, it is to define your goals at the start. Here's what I mean by that. For example, as a social media manager, you'll likely find clients coming to you wanting to just grow their following, or even worse, get 10K in the next month or so. Honestly, it's kind of our job to take these sometimes unrealistic goals or unclear goals and turn them into something that we can actually achieve together ourselves with a client. And not only you gotta take these goals and translate them into something that makes sense for yourself so you don't go crazy out of your mind trying to reach these super unrealistic goals, but you also gotta take the time to explain that to the client from the get-go. Like, explain them why their goal is unrealistic and why this goal that you came up with is much better for them in the long run. This makes sure that there are no misunderstandings down the line and that you're both working together towards a common goal. This is very important. What I like to do when I start a client relationship is I like to ask a client for their overall business goals for the next 3 to 6 months. So I get an overall picture of what they're trying to do, and I kind of can relate that to social media and see how we can work together to help them reach those goals. And also, this should go without saying, but don't promise them everything under the sun, especially if you're just starting out. Like, set clear expectations and don't forget to underpromise and overdeliver. Always. So as a recap, if you're just starting out with social media management, don't forget that number one, you don't need to know everything to start. In fact, you should start before you're ready because you don't want to get stuck in that loop. Number two, you'll never know everything, no matter how many courses, how many YouTube videos, how many podcasts you listen to. There's always going to be something new, and you got to be okay with that, and you got to keep on learning. And number three, probably the most important one, but honestly, they're all important, is that when you start working with a client, you need to set clear and reasonable expectations and talk to your clients about them, explain that to them, so there are no room for misunderstandings and you both have a great experience working together. If you're a freelance social media manager, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know down in the comments what's the biggest struggle you faced or that you're facing right now. Maybe I can help you out. So let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe down below so you don't miss out on my next one. I post every single Friday, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye!